Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Eugene Seals Jr.
Wow, what an honor. Good evening, everyone. I would like to start off by thanking God, who is the head of my life and who made everything possible for me to be here and for all of you to be here as well. I would like to thank my family for making this opportunity possible for me as well. Without my family, without my parents, without my sisters, I am number 7 of 8 kids. I am the only boy. And my sisters gave me an excuse to get a reason to get out of the house. And because of that, I was able to practice basketball. I wanted to practice basketball as much as possible to get out of that house with all of those girls. I would also like to thank my coaches, Coach T, Coach Shepard, Coach Grayson, Coach Mike Thomas, and Coach Reg Robinson. Those coaches had a lot to do with my progression as a basketball player, but along with my father, my brother-in-law, my uncles, that showed me how to be a man, and which is part of the reason why I do what I do today. And I would also like to thank those who nominated me and those who voted for me as well. What you give to basketball, basketball will give back to you. I started playing basketball because no one would ever pick me up on their Gusmacher teams. We used to have Gusmachers here in Saginaw, and I could never get anyone to pick me up on their team. I didn't even know it, but I had a coach who put together a team, and I got to play on my first Gusmacher team, and I thought I was doing something special until I found out my coach had set everything up for me. And then we lost terribly. But then my coach always would say, Reg Robinson would always say, how good do you want to be? And I said, Coach, I just want people to pick me up. I want people to ask me to be on their team. I don't want to always ask. And he asked me how far was I willing to go, and I said, I'll do whatever it takes. I started playing and I started practicing. My grandmother lived right next to Saginaw High, and we would practice there a couple times a day throughout the summers. And I put a lot of time in. I want to thank Reg Robinson for taking that time to show me how to, what he said, I couldn't dribble and walk at the same time, and or chew gum and walk at the same time. And I thank him for teaching me how to chew gum and walk at the same time. He pushed me to my limit sometimes, and there were times where I didn't even like him as a person because of how hard he pushed me. And when I think about all of the awards that I've won, most of them had a lot to do with the hard work and the dedication that I showed on my team, which usually would outlast the other players. When I think about the Hall of Fame, I never planned on being here. I just wanted to play basketball. I would have happily paid to play. But to get paid to play was truly an honor. What I plan to offer is to not only the students that I coach, but students that I have an ability to touch, to show them what it will take, not only to be in the Hall of Fame, but to get to college and to go beyond. I want to show them the dedication and the hard work. It's not always about the talent, but it's about what you put in to basketball. And I always say, what you give to basketball, you will get back. So thank you to my wife and my kids for allowing me to be a coach, for allowing me to take that time away to give back to my community. And I love Saginaw, and that's why I came back to do and to give my gift back to my city and back to my town. So thank you.